Do you want to join me to learn how to embroider on a shirt? It's pretty fun. Let's do this. Hi all, I'm Cristin and this is my niece,
Alexa.
And today we are going to teach you how to embroider a shirt. Here we go. Hi everyone, we're going to go over a few questions and answers that people will probably have. So what's the first one?
What size needle should we use?
So I use the same needle on everything, literally everything. I work with fabrics and shirts and in the hoop projects and glitter sheets and vinyl and faux leather, and I use the same needle on everything. It's the regular, I'll add a picture of it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but the regular needle works just fine.
What type of fabric shirts work?
So for fabric shirts, you can use anything from a really thin shirt to a thicker shirt or a sweater. Anything will work. The key is going to be how you stabilize it, and we'll go over that in the tutorial.
Do I need to cut open the shirt seam?
So I don't like to have everything bunched up on the hoop, and some people feel more comfortable with that. Melissa, my daughter, is great about, she'll make this tiny little shirt fit on a hoop, and she just watches it and does. I don't do any of that. I'm careful about not getting my fingers stuck with needles. So I usually cut open the seam on a shirt when it's for a child. When it's for an adult, you usually can fit it in just fine without cutting it.
What size design should I choose?
So when I first started out, I asked a gal that, and she said, go big or go home. And so that's always been my philosophy, is the bigger design that you can fit depending on your hoop size and your shirt, make it fit. So like my Santa here is a nice big shirt. It takes up most of my shirt, and I like big designs. So the bigger the better. So you know what? We just blew it. I blew it. Oh. This one was this stuff. So so we'll just cut and we'll do this again. So ask this one again, and now I have them close to me too, so we don't have to reach around.
How do I prepare my applique fabrics?
So for your applique fabrics, on the back side of every single applique fabric, you want to use heat and bond. And heat and bond, you put this onto your fabrics, iron it on, and then take off the backing, put it on your shirt, and iron it on. And we'll go over all of that, but you definitely want heat and bond. It holds it in place, keeps it from puckering, and also keeps it from wrinkling after it's washed. It holds appliques really well. So on the back side of every applique fabric, heat and bond light.
How do I stabilize my shirt?
So for stabilizing your shirt, I highly recommend Fusible Mesh Stabilizer. Fusible Mesh Stabilizer is soft and it won't wrinkle. It will help from puckering, and it's great. So when you look for this though, like even on Amazon, if you type in Fusible Mesh Stabilizer, you won't always get the fusible ones. Believe me, I know, because I've ordered them and received the wrong thing. So make sure to check the description and make sure it's Fusible Mesh Stabilizer. And you just iron a piece of this on the inside of every single garment, and it works great, and we'll show you how to do that.
What is the biggest concern when embroidering a shirt?
So there's a couple of them. The biggest one though is making sure that your loose pieces of shirt don't get into the machine, don't get under the needle. You'll see, and I'll share some pictures of oops, we've all done it, so don't worry. But you want to make sure, like the arms, when you hoop your shirt, we don't actually hoop it, we what is the word, float it. So when you float your shirt, you're going to have excess material, and usually it's like the arms are sticking out, and we're going to tape those all down, and I'll show you a little trick that I have. of making sure to make it easier to get the hoop on and off for cutting your appliques. There's a really good tip on that. But the biggest thing is definitely making sure that your fabric or your garment is completely taped down. There aren't any loose pieces that are going to get pulled under the needle. All right, and that's our question and answer session. And we'll go ahead and get started playing. Here we go.